It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth a hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. We're moving along in our middle school competition and testing scientific IQs and literacy. Play along today and test your own as we head toward the middle school finale. Let's meet today's teams. First, from Benjamin Tasker Middle School, would you please say hello to Arnold Yombi, Samir Kumar, and Jackie Johnson. And from Walker Mill Middle School, here they are, Nathaniel Banjo, Gabriel Akona, and Ijoma Ekwem. And now here are the categories of questions we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to question difficulty, with the easier questions on the left worth 5 and 10 points. The tougher ones 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. Down to the 2 rounds today, one of these good-looking and talented teams will come back to vie for the chance to become the third of our 4 middle school semifinalists. Let's go over and make sure everything works properly before we start. Samir, would you try that red team buzzer? It's a group push over there. Looks and sounds good. Good luck to you, to Jackie, and to Harold and Gabriel. How about the green teams? Also, A-OK over there. Good luck to you, to Nathaniel and Ijoma. Congratulations on being here today, representing your schools. And Walker Mill is our defending champ, so we know we're going to have a good game here. Benjamin Tasker says, not so soon. We're gonna make a good run for it today. We go alphabetically B before W, so Benjamin Tasker and Samir, let's play the bowl. Go.
Let's get physical for 20.
Let's get physical for 20 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, if you would. If you go down to New Mexico every fall, you will see the beautiful Hot Air Balloon Festival. Those balloons are not flying because they're filled with helium. No, they're filled with hot air that is heated by what kind of gas that comes in liquid form and you use it in your backyard barbecue? Yes, Walker Mill.
Propane.
Propane, you got it, young man. Good, go, green.
Oh, we'll take body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points. Teams, when doctors perform CPR on a patient, they can and often do break what bones by mistake? Benjamin Tasker. Talk among yourselves, Walker Mill, in case they have to come to you. What bones, Samir?
Rib cage.
Rib cage or ribs, absolutely right. Good answer. Go red.
Science Potpourri for 15 points.
Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, the great American statesman Benjamin Franklin, back in 1770, was the first person to chart this warm river that actually flows through the Atlantic Ocean, up the Atlantic seaboard, and keeps us warm as far north as the country of England. Name that warm river in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It's called the Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream. Go again, red.
Dateline Science for 20.
Dateline Science for 20 points. Teams, your question is as follows. Recently, they closed 3 Mile Island. It is a power plant in Pennsylvania that used what fuel to produce energy? Yes, Benjamin Tasker.
Fossil fuels?
Not fossil fuel, good try. Walker Mill. What kind of fuel was used at 3 Mile Island, a power plant in Pennsylvania that was recently closed? It's a notorious place.
Nuclear.
Nuclear is absolutely right. Good answer. Good comeback. Go green.
We'll take Zoo Parade for 15.
Zoo Parade for 15 points. All right, teams. We will get that up for you in just a second here. Zoo Parade for 15 points is as follows. You know, we've heard of migration of birds and insects and mammals, but in Colorado and California each year, these hairy arachnids have been seen migrating. Walker Mill.
Bison.
Say it.
Bison.
Not bison, no. Hairy arachnids. Benjamin Tasker. What hairy arachnids have been seen migrating in California and Colorado? Samir.
Tarantulas.
Yeah, that's it. Good. Thanks, Jackie. I saw the light bulb go on over your head there. Good. 80 to 90. You're 10 points back. The advantage is yours. Go red.
Let's get physical for 15 points.
Let's get physical for 15 points. Teams, Mono Lake in California is 3 times saltier than the ocean, and it has a pH of 10, making it very what?
Acidic.
Walker Mill.
Acidic.
Not acidic, no. Benjamin Tasker, a pH of 10 means that Mono Lake is very what, Samir?
Basic.
Basic or alkaline, absolutely right, yes. 0 to 7 is acidic, and then the numbers up to 14 are basic or alkaline. All right, you have a 5-point lead. Go red.
Body systems for 20. Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. All right, teams, your question is as follows. Human beings can't fly, but we do have wings. We have wing bones. In fact, they're called shoulder blades, and Max Scherzer, the Nats pitcher, recently injured his. That sidelined him in the World Series. I will give you 20 points if you can name and spell this S-initialed bone that is also known as the shoulder blade. Samir, name it and spell it, this S-initialed. It begins with S. Over there. Talk among yourselves in case I have to come to you. Tasker, please.
Pass over to Jackie.
Come on, Jackie.
S-C-A-P-U-L-A.
Say it again.
S-C.
Take your time.
S-C-A-P-U-L-A.
You got it. Scapula it is. Well done. We're going to get you on the spelling bee this year, too. She said, oh, that was a toughie. You did a nice job. Go red. Go ahead, Samir.
Let's get physical for 10 points.
Let's get physical for 10 points. Teams, recently they discovered an electric eel in the Amazon that has produced the greatest electrical charge ever recorded. 860 watts. Benjamin Tasker. What units? 860?
Joules? Joules?
Not joules, good try. An electrical charge, the most ever recorded by an electrical ear produced by an eel. 860 what?
Volts.
Volts, that's it, good. Whoa, green. And with that, look at that score. We head to our first break with Benjamin Tasker at 115, Walker Mill at 100. We'll be back with Ron True in just a moment. Don't you go away. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Here we are, and this is our 34th year of competition in the Prince George's schools, and the students keep getting better and better. And we have 6 elite players here today, and you may recognize some of them. They have been here before. Let's go over and talk to them just a bit. Let's go to Benjamin Tasker and Samir. Welcome back. You've been here before. You're a wonderful player. Tell us a little bit about your school. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Dr. Hill.
Dr. Hill, and I know she's out there rooting for you today. Did you have any alternates on your team?
Corday.
Corday, very good. All right, and that Corday is an integral part of this team because I know you practice together. It makes for a very effective unit. Tell me something about Tasker that you're most proud of, that you think the audience would like to hear.
I feel like Tasker has become kind of like a task school, which was kind of new for the past 3 years when they started. And I feel like they kind of did a good job at not having just a higher level curriculum, but a more challenging curriculum with like the signposts and like more creative challenges for us to do.
That's beautifully said. That's what you want in a school. You want to be challenged. You want to know that it's aiming at the talents that you have. And yeah, that's just wonderful. Tell me about yourself, Samir. What do you want to do someday?
I want to become a neurosurgeon someday.
Yeah. Why so?
Because Although my grandfather was an orthopedic surgeon, I feel like I would do better as a neurosurgeon because I really am interested in how the brain works.
Wow. We really don't know how it works, and if we can figure out too things like Alzheimer's, that's going to require neurosurgery and a lot of neural knowledge over there. Harold, orthopedic surgeon, that sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir. it
Yeah.
is.
Tell us, now you're a sportsman and you're a musician and you do it all. Tell us the sports you play.
I play soccer and baseball.
Wonderful. And a lot of injuries can take place in those sports, and a lot of them have to see orthopedists. Tell us about your musical career.
I've been playing the violin since I've been in 4th grade. I played the recorder, but everybody plays that.
Wow.
I played the piano when I was young, but I don't play anymore. It's just because I don't have one anymore. That's basically it.
Don't mean to interrupt you. Is there an orchestra or a band at Tasker?
Yes, there's both.
And you participate in those?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, we need to get you a piano back. Yeah, that's a skill you don't want to drop. Jackie, nice to have you here. You know an awful lot about science. How so? You must study a lot.
Well, my sister, she's older than me, and she's usually like talking to me about what she learned in school.
Yeah. So you share things.
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you want to do someday?
I want to be an aerospace engineer.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, and maybe work for NASA.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that enthusiasm that I like, and I'm sure they'd be very lucky to get you. Keep playing the good game you're playing. Walker Mill, nice to have you guys back. We said at the top of the show, you are the defending champs. All over the county, there are posters with your pictures on. Do people tell you that they have seen you?
No, not really.
Not really. They're not going to the right places then to see your wonderful shots up there. Tell us who your principal is.
My principal is Miss Cribbs.
Wonderful. Yeah, is she? Did she come with you today?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. She'll be out in just a few moments, and we'll give her some FaceTime on the dais up there. Any alternates on your team?
Noah.
No, and he'll be out as well. And something about Walker Mill that you want to share with the audience.
There's a multitude of clubs ranging from board game club to band and orchestra. There's a lot of things you can do after school.
Yeah, a lot of extracurricular things. Yeah. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to do someday?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah. There are almost too many choices out there, but life is all about going down different avenues until you find the one that has a good fit. You'll find something that you like, and people pay you to do it, and you're surprised that they do. Then you know you've found the right place. Nathaniel, nice to have you here today. Tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
Spare time, I usually just read articles or play games.
Yeah. How do you come by your science knowledge?
School mostly, and sometimes from the articles I can learn from there, current events, things like that.
Yeah. Why'd you want to be on this show? Because you're back again.
Yeah. The first time I wanted to be on the show because I saw it when I was younger, and I thought this would be really fun thing to do. But I'm coming back because I enjoy testing my knowledge.
Absolutely. You got to test yourself all the time, and hopefully this is challenging for you, and you're a great player. Ijoma, you were a late addition to the team here. Tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to read and draw, but I also like to play sports as well.
Yeah. And you like to do origami too, don't you? Yeah. What sports do you play?
I play softball.
Wonderful. And what do you like about science?
Well, I really like that in science you can really learn a lot about what's around you and stuff.
Yeah. And of course, today it's all about STEM and STEAM because, instead of studying just a particular subject, we know everything kind of blends together. Everything enhances what you learn in another field. All right, let's get back to the game. 100 Walker Mill, 115 for Tasker. Lots of points to give away. Last correct answer came from Gabriel, so young man, hit it.
We'll take 25 body systems.
25 in body systems. Teams, let's talk homonyms. I-L-I-U-M, ilium, is a bone in your hip. Ilium, spelled I-L-E-U-M, is part of this internal body organ that also includes the duodenum and the jejunum. For 25 points, what internal organ are we describing? Benjamin Tasker.
The heart?
Not the heart, good try. The ilium, I-L-E-U-M, is part of what internal organ that also includes the duodenum and the jejunum?
Small intestine.
You got it. Small intestine it is. Look at the look of surprise on your faces over there. Good going. Got yourself 25 more. Go.
We'll take 15 green things.
15 in green things. Teams, bananas have a curved shape because they are exhibiting negative geotropism, which means a banana defies what? It defies what?
Gravity.
Tasker?
Gravity.
You got it. Nicely done. Go red.
Potpourri for 20. Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points is a multiple choice question. Teams, a near synonym for pregnancy is which of the following words? Lactation, incubation, or gestation? Walker Mill.
Incubation.
Not incubation, good try. Is it lactation, incubation, or gestation that is a near homonym for pregnancy?
Gestation.
Gestation it is. Good comeback. Good. Go red. Thank you, Jackie and Harold, for your help there. 150 to 125. You have a 25-point lead. Go.
Zooparade. Okay, fine. Dateline science for 15 points.
Which one?
Dateline science for 15 points.
Dateline science for 15 points. Teams, Valentina Tereshkova and Sally Ride are respectively the first Russian woman and American woman to do what? To do what, Tasker?
Okay. Go to the moon. Okay.
What you got?
Try it. Oh, go in space. Try it.
Yes, sir?
Go to the moon?
Not-
In space?
We'll take that. Go into space. Absolutely right. Jackie, you're our NASA person over there. I was expecting you to get that one. Go.
What do you want? Okay, Zooparade for 20.
Zooparade for 20 points. Teams, your question is as follows. The pronghorn antelope is America's fastest animal today. It had to be at one time because it had to outrun what fastest cat? Walker Mill?
Cheetah.
Cheetah. There used to be cheetahs in North America. Absolutely right. And the pronghorns evolved to elude them when they could. Go.
Body systems for 10.
Body assistance for 10 points. Teams, microorganisms that cause disease are sometimes called viruses, bacteria, cooties, but most of us know them as these G initial things. Benjamin
Germs.
Tasker.
Germs.
Germs, yeah, good, go.
Dateline science for 10 points.
Dateline science for 10 points. Teams, there is a book called Lord of the Flies by William Golding. Well, Thomas Hunt Morgan, who was the father of modern genetics, could be called the Lord of these flies because he used them in his research. Flies that you find around ripe bananas. Benjamin
Fruit
Tasker.
flies. Fruit flies.
Yeah, he's the Lord of the fruit flies. That's it. Go red.
Okay, green things for 20 points.
Green things for 20. All right, teams. Amber is fossilized resin, and you find it only on these kinds of trees. The opposite, yes.
Okay, maple trees.
Not maple trees. Good try. Walker Mill, you need some points here. All right. Amber is fossilized resin, and resin is only produced on these kinds of trees like pines and spruces and firs that are the opposite of deciduous.
Carnivorous.
Say it again.
Carnivorous.
No,
Coniferous,
no.
coniferous.
Coniferous, not carnivorous. Good try. Go red.
Okay, let's get physical for 25 points.
Physical for 25 points, the big one in that category, teams. Weighing a whale is tough without a scale. So drones now fly over the whale. They measure its length and its height and its width, and they convert it by multiplying those into this unit that is converted into the mass. You have determined the what of the whale if you know those other three parameters.
Volume.
Yeah, that's it. Harold, good answer. Good help. Go. Go ahead.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. Teams, as the little boy in Jurassic World said, he knew all four nucleotides in the DNA double helix: thymine, adenosine, guanine, adenine. And he said that guanine, Guanine, was so named because they first found it in bird excrement. Yes, Tasker.
Bird poop.
Not bird poop. What I need from Walker Mill is the correct name for bird poop that gave us the name guanine.
Stool.
Guano. Guano. Guano is the correct answer. Good. Tough question. Good try. No points. 210, 145. Go red.
The green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, Thomas Jefferson gave George Washington seeds for a tree to grow these kinds of nuts that make a very tasty, sticky, sweet pie. Walker Mill.
Pass it to Nathaniel.
Peanuts.
Say it again.
Peanuts.
Not peanuts, no. Benjamin Tasker, what kind of nut was produced by this tree, seeds of which was given to George Washington by Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, excuse me, that makes a sweet, sticky pie?
Pecan?
Pecan, that's it. Good. Go Red.
Dateline times for 25.
Dateline signs for 25 points. Teens, if you've been watching the news, you know that the top story recently has been vitamin E acetate. That is the chemical in this that is making so many young people sick and sending them to the hospital. What are young people doing today that they're trying to restrict? Benjamin Tasker.
Vaping.
Vaping, that's it. Good. Red, go.
Zoo parade for 25 points.
Zoo parade for 25 points. If you are an entomophagist, you are a person or an animal that likes to eat these.
Insects.
Insects is right, from entomology, absolutely right. One of our judges is an entomologist. Yeah, a nice tasty grasshopper with a little peanut butter on it. Okay, go, Red. Let's turn that light out, please, and we'll let Samir choose again.
Okay, potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. Teams, if you've ever, for your science fair project, made a volcano, you probably used acetic acid and sodium bicarbonate, otherwise known as what two common chemicals, Gabriel?
Baking soda and vinegar.
You got it. Nicely done. Go Green.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. They're going to get back in this game. Teams, this sounds strange, but sometimes the best soil in a garden can be determined by taking some cotton underwear, bear with me, and burying it. Because if the soil contains lots of fungus and nematodes and bacteria, all of those are going to quickly attack and break down this substance that's almost indigestible found in plant cell walls that you find in that underwear, Gabriel.
Cellulose.
Yeah. Good answer. Go.
Zoo parade 10.
Zoo parade for 10 points. Teams, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. So said these porcine evil rulers in the book, The Animal Farm. What kind of animal was it? Porcine. Yeah.
Pig.
Pigs is right. Yes, indeed. Those are nasty pigs. All right, go. Red.
Science potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. Recently in Egypt, they dug up 50 coffins that were over 3,000 years old. They took the tops off, and yep, inside, what they find? What?
Corpses.
Well, more.
Mummies.
Mummies, that's it. Good. Go Green.
Let's get physical for 10. I mean for 5.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, a 3D solid like salt or a diamond has what same name as the kind of ball that a fortune teller uses. Yeah.
Crystal ball.
A crystal ball, yeah. Good. Green.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, pansies and asters are plants that come into flower late in the fall. So we say that like people who come into their own late in life, they are a late what? Bloomer. That's it. All right, you got 3 left. Which one?
Zoo parade for 5.
Zoo parade for 5 points. There was a player on the Washington Nationals baseball team, Gerardo Pereira, who, even though he didn't play in the World Series, made a big impression because he talked about this animal.
Shark?
Yeah, baby shark, baby shark. We should know that one. All right, the buzzer says, our game's come to an end. It looks like Benjamin Tasker has done it. We'll be back with a wrap-up in a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back. Boy, what a game this was. I hope you enjoyed it at home as much as we did here in the studio. Our final tally today is Walker Mill 190, Benjamin Tasker 290. Harold and Samir and Jackie, congratulations. And Miss Freeman, the wonderful new coach this year, and Dr. Hill, the wonderful principal at Benjamin Tasker. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. Nicely done. Samir's not smiling much. You won, young man, you won. And Walker Mill, you couldn't have played a better game. Nathaniel and Gabriel and Ijoma, so nice to have you here today. You know, you are the defending champions with reason because you really set everybody afire last year. Noah, so nice to have you as part of the team. Dr. Cribbs is here, the wonderful principal at Walker Mill. And Rogacion Barrientos, you've been with us for so many years. You always send us great teams here. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being here. See you next time on another edition of Science Bill. Till then, I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye.